Alright, welcome back to the Bazaar. Yeah, we're gonna keep on with Vanessa until I have time to actually practice, Dually? No, not that it really matters, since I sometimes will try crazy things like I did last time. And, I'm still learning, so it's fine. But at least I have half a clue. Ooh. So I could either start with the coral and have a very solid heal by mid-game. And potentially, if I just focus aquatic, have just massive heals. I'm going to. My biggest flaw playing Vanessa is that I usually end up not having enough defense. And so then I just die to monsters that I should beat, because I have nothing to stop them from just murdering me. That said, do I bank on the poison aquatic stuff? Or do I try to go heal and then do something else? I mean, that said, +6 poison is valuable to just have on the board, even if you're doing other stuff. Whereas crit chance... Well, then again, crit chance can apply to heals too. You know what? Let's go crit chance. Medium and large items, so I can either buy 1 large bronze, or 1 medium, or 2 medium bronze, or 1 medium silver, if offered. Yeah, let's see what they got.
Seeds, acorns.
Just go a full you know what? Yeah. Just go full defense.
Did he see me close a deal?
That's aquatic. I'll take it.
For the Grand Society of Man.
I will take it.
Anyway, thanks.
So... 30 healing every 4 seconds, or 20 shielding every 6 seconds. I know which one I'm choosing. Haunted Kimono could give us Silk, which is just coral armor, but even when we buy non-aquatic stuff. Fanged Inglet could give us 2 gold instead of 1. If we get the Silk, it sells for 2 gold anyway. Would I run? I think I would run the Silk. At least for a little while. And if not, if I get the scrap, well, that's 4 more shielding on our coral armor. And of course, if I get the ability, medium shields, that includes the coral armor. So, regardless, this is an armor upgrade. Ah, it has to be specifically a non-weapon item. Okay. I still think that's probably... Wait, why don't I just have both? And then see which one scales up. Yeah, if I get Silk, I'm just going to hold on to it and see which one scales up better. Because I know the coral armor gets 10 when we buy, but the Silk will also get 5 from, like, candy bars and stuff. Also, yeah, I should have remembered that the the harpoon doesn't matter, because nothing the Haunted Kimono does is small. Okay, so that answers that question. Hi there. Extra 4 armor every time we use it. Non-weapon items. We could only buy 1 medium or 2 small. But right now we have nothing going into the first player fight. I still don't think non-weapon items are going to be the difference there. So let's go ahead and get a random skill. Okay. If we end up with the pufferfish, that's good. Sure. Just go full defense. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? I mean, arguably, blowing up one of his small items whenever he has 4 things on the board might have been the way to go. I mean, he's going to be hitting me pretty fast, but I'm going to be shielding through all of his damage. The only thing is I think he's shielding more, and I'm not doing anything to break his shields. Yeah, he's So it really comes down to, does his burn and damage do better than my heals once the sandstorm starts? That's really the question, because his 20 damage is definitely negating a lot of my shield. Oh, nice crit. Nice crit. Accidentally had the crit chance there. Nope. The heal did not proc in time. That's fine.
Next time, boys.
That's completely fine.
More plunder.
Went from one extreme to the other. Okay. I'm definitely going to go for small items. I can buy a lot of small aquatic. That makes buying small aquatic even more valuable. Yep. I get the value back on the ambergris anyway. That's not small aquatic. If I roll, I can only get... Then again, if I roll and I get this, I can buy it, sell it, and then buy that. Perfect. Beautiful. And we level up. So now we put the harpoon on board. And yeah, I think I'm happy with this distribution here. Burn items, we don't have any. Weapons, we don't have any. Vehicles, we don't have any. I'm gonna get a friend, actually. Because there's a decent chance it's gonna be aquatic, and the aquatic items I'm most interested in right now are friends. Like that one. Yep. Alright, so we now have a way to deal damage. And until our board gets bigger, he's taken the place. Although he doesn't get the bonus because he's not medium, but that's fine. Get a slow item could be aquatic, and we're out of money anyway. Chocolate bars won't matter for any of our stuff. It would just give us health. The slow item might be an aquatic item. It's not. But more importantly, we can sell it to buy something we want. Do I beat the Rogue Scrapper? I did this last run, thinking I could do stuff that I can't do. So I'm just not going to. Tent City Mare is going to be shielding a lot. Right? Let me check my... Tent City Mare is damage shield. Yeah, let's go Giant Mosquito. Safest bet, there's a good chance we destroy what little damage he does, and there's no chance of him winning, so we get the experience. That's the most important part. Losing out on early game experience is bad. So now he does no damage, guaranteed win, easy. Oh man, I am hoping here that we can get going a little bit better than we did last time. The investing in the harpoon was interesting, but I think the biggest mistake was I invested in the crit chance and cooldown reduction, then didn't have really good items to use it on. Instead of investing on items that could have actually gotten me wins on their own. Maybe. But hey, you know what? Trying fun stuff is nice. Sells weapons. Don't really care about weapons. So I'm gonna eat the mushroom. And we get the first time we use a large item. Okay. Well, if we get a large item, that'll be good. And this is the last event before the next fight. Yeah, I'm gonna trust in the harpoon. I'm gonna trust in the harpoon. I'm gonna get golden experience. I probably should go econ and get the income whenever I do that, especially when it's the last thing before the next day. Because we would have gotten our gold back, like, next day. And then every day after that would be profit. Regardless, let's see how this goes.
Underestimate me.
Going from no defense to all defense. Is it enough? That's the question here. That's a weather glass with a cannon and a bunch of crit chance. Ow. Well then. That was quick.
Another empty chest.
I'm beginning to think I just don't know what I'm doing, and that's the problem. Oh, that's rough. I guess I'm taking the 2 experience. Oof. None of those were particularly interesting. Alright. Seashell. Ambergris to make the seashell stronger. Neat. Non-weapon items. That does include aquatic. Aid the convoy. I mean, I still have the whole day, so I'm going to actually aid the convoy. Small and medium. There we go. Small and medium is what I'm looking for. Awesome. That replaces the ambergris. So now my healing should get quite large, quite fast. 9 uses. I'm going to put the shield for the crit chance. But as soon as we use 9... but it's 4 seconds versus 6 seconds, so... we would actually have to use, like, 14. Yeah, it would have to be 14 uses for the seaweed to match the coral. But it's still better than the ambergris, so... cool. And it still scaled all of our stuff. These, though, do not help. Alright. Not making the same mistake again. Because I think this was a point last run where... but then again, maybe I'm worrying too much. Dabbling Apprentice is ammo, fire. Scout Trooper is ammo, damage, slow. Oh no, not Scout Trooper. Rogue Scrapper. Rogue Scrapper. Slow damage, shield, and heal. And then the Scout Trooper. Yeah, the Scout Trooper. Yeah. So definitely the Rogue Scrapper. We'll see how this goes. Of course, this time we actually have defenses, so his 60 damage club isn't going to do anything. Yeah, we have more than enough defenses to just make sure that this is not a problem. Increased healing, increased healing. Cool. Would love to see the med kit or the repair bot. Barbed wire, eh. I mean, I guess I could use it. It would probably do better than the catfish, honestly. But the Junkyard Club would be worse. Well, the Junkyard Club would at least sell for more than the Granola bar. So, I guess the lowest roll would be getting the Granola bar here. So.
Was that even a battle? Maybe it's not.
Unfortunate.
Ways to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
Unfortunate. Well. Now, if we get a friend, it could be one of the other fish. That is an aquatic item as well as better. But we don't have any of the skills, really, or any of the workup to make it work better. So I'm actually going to give the harpoon another ammo again. And we're going to look at silver tier items, I think. There's a katana if we want to start pivoting. You know what? That's damage. Boom. We have a recipient for the damage. I'm fine with this. Drop the proboscis, and honestly, I'm going to grab the lockbox. I mean, it would increase the damage of the katana by 4. But every time we win a fight, it would be... no. It would take 4 fights that we'd have to win to get 1 gold. I'm going to reroll hoping for a small. Yo. Okay. First of all, yes, coral. Amazing. Second of all, ice pick. I have wanted to play with the ice pick. And I can sell the ambergris. Okay, hold on. That's enough? Yeah. Okay, first I buy the aquatic item.
Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
Then I sell the ambergris for 7 and buy the ice pick. And now the ice pick can go on in place of the seashell? Because the seashell's not going to scale up anymore. It's going to stay right about where it is unless I want to invest in upgrading it. No, what am I talking about? I replaced the catfish. The catfish is doing just about nothing. 1 poison every 6 seconds. And yeah, we definitely leave the katana in place to crit, potentially. Yeah. I feel like we got much stronger here. So now we're freezing every 7 seconds and doing constant damage. We are out of money unless we sell these 2. I don't want to sell my only friend, though. You know what? Let's get a weapon. Hey, it's an aquatic weapon. Lovely. I'll take it. And then sell it. Alright. Let's see if this does a little better.
You should know. I'm a bit
We've got a
ahead.
2-shot harpoon. And we've got damage and shielding and healing and freezing. What happens? Okay. He is also shielding. When you use the weapon to the right of this, gain 10 shield. It fires 3 times, so he gets 30 shield every time he shoots. And he has no small items for our harpoon to destroy. Oof. I don't think there's any chance of us winning that. Because even... Yeah, we finally froze it, but... That's a lot of shielding. And we're also burning. A lot. Okay. So the katana and ice pick alone were not enough to actually get us anywhere.
Less blunder,
Or maybe,
more
again,
blunder.
maybe that was just a really strong combo he had. I don't know. We could work at the docks. I don't know if working at the docks will really help us. But I can't think of any small or large items that would immediately help us either. And getting more gold is probably good. And we could get gold in a shield item. The only shield items that I would really care about are upgrades, I think, for the seashell or coral armor. Actually, if I got a good replacement for the seashell, that would be good. Tools... Tools could give us a little bit of something. Something. A weapon... Now let's go with tools. Nope, that's not what I was hoping for. Shield equal to your gold. 13. Nope. Awesome. Yeah, let's look at what JJ has. Give your items +3 shield for the fight. When you use another non-weapon, shield 10. Does that give itself the shield 10? Does that upgrade +3? I've never used it. Let's use it.
Oh, how about this weather where
There goes the katana.
you leaving?
And we're going to put the turtle armor in. So now it will scale both of our shield items and possibly itself. And then whenever we use anything that's not a shield item, which is anything that's not a weapon, which is everything except for the ice pick, it will shield us more. Is this going to kill anyone? No, of course not. But it's going to be fun to experiment with because this run is not going great. Okay. Buy the ambergris. Buy the jellyfish. Sell the catfish because the jellyfish is just objectively better unless you're running a hasty build. Okay. Leave. Okay, this is one that I always get confused on. Hydro Dude is slow regen. Blood Reef is ammo, damage, crit. And the Outlands Dervish is crit gold. Let's see how the turtle shell works against the Outlands Dervish.
Like a sandstorm.
Does it increase itself from when you use another non-weapon shield 10 Yes, it does. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I mean, it's not enough on its own, but the fact that it's also scaling the other shielding is pretty good. And also, we destroyed one of his 2 weapons, so we definitely win this, even though we're doing essentially no damage. The Ice Pick is scaling very, very slowly. But no, we're winning this with the Sandstorm. I don't know if there would be enough shielding to actually, like, matter against a tougher enemy. But at least now I know how the Turtle Shell works. That's kind of neat.
The dunes favor you, Inlander.
If we had a much faster non-weapon item that would trigger it constantly, that'd be cool.
Another empty chest. Waiting
Hey,
to
level
be
up. Neat. Okay, we can get an aquatic item, which is guaranteed to give us shield and heal. Give our harpoon a 3rd shot, but as we saw last run, it either destroys something meaningful in the 1st shot or the 2nd shot, or it kind of doesn't matter. And if they have no small items, it doesn't matter at all. I mean, I'm not sold on the Ice Pick yet. So I take the Clamora, gives us more shielding, gives us more healing. And I think for now I keep the Katana in instead of the Turtle Shell. Yeah, this is all over the place. But it's fine. It's fine. Is there a large item I care about? Without scaling our weapons successfully, I don't care about the Crow's Nest. Other than the Crow's Nest, we don't really have ammo items. No, I think it's either the Abandoned Chest for 2 gold, 1 experience, or it's the aquatic item to, again, continue scaling. And potentially get an upgrade. Or potentially get a direction that we are going. So... yeah, let's get an aquatic item. Upgrade our jellyfish, sure. Sounds good. More shielding, more... sells health, toughness, and shield items, or get a haste item. I only have 5 gold until I start selling things. I do have a lot of things to sell, though. Let's look.
People here look so...
That's pretty good. Oh, never mind. At the start of each fight, shield 60. That ain't doing it. Another 200 health is not going to help us. When you use a non-weapon item, this gains 10 shield for the fight. I mean, if I drop the seaweed and the ice pick and the katana, or just drop the seaweed... yeah, if I drop the seaweed, ice pick, and katana and just go full shields, that just gets destroyed by any poison build. Completely destroyed. So even though scaling 4 shield items, including having... you know what? The run's doomed anyway. Might as well. So what do I need to sell to do this? I need 8 gold, which means I need 3. So I will sell the Clamora and the Bolas. There we go. I now have a barrel. And I'm going to replace the seaweed. So now we have... we want the biggest shield on the left with the crit chance. And I guess I could put the katana in place of the harpoon. No, I could put the ice pick and the seaweed in place of the harpoon. Jellyfish? Is the jellyfish actually the answer here? So I'd be running all non-weapon items. So anytime I use a non-weapon item, I shield whatever the turtle shell's up to, and this gains 10 shield. Does the turtle shell make that gain 10 shield into bigger? I don't know. We're about to find out. For science. And yeah, I'll drop that for cooldown on everything. I don't even think I reroll here. Then again, I am running a bunch of shield stuff, so yes, I reroll and if necessary sell things. That is a large item. So that would haste adjacent items for 4 seconds once. That's not worth it. Shielded Cove. It already gave shield equal to its value. Huh. This would let me haste other non-weapon items, which would make the 2 shields here trigger more often. Are we just going all in on experimenting? I think we are. Yeah, I think we are. Okay. So right now, the only thing we have that does any kind of damage is the jellyfish. The jellyfish triggers every 7.8 seconds. The seaweed triggers every 5.9. And the barrel's not aquatic, and the astrolabe's not aquatic, so the seaweed's going to become a lot less useful. Okay, this is as much shielding as we can get going. Let's see how dumb it is.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
I mean, yes, I could have left, you know, the fish on to poison a little bit, but, let's see what happens. Okay, we're hasting stuff, we're shielding, we're shielding. They're not doing any poison damage, and they are running out of ammo, which is kind of funny. And our shielding is scaling, so I think pretty quickly we will outscale their damage potential. Oh, we already did. Okay. So, yeah, we just wait for the sandstorm to kill them. The barrel every 3.9 seconds is shielding for 400. The turtle, when we use anything else, is giving us 31. So it's just constantly going off, giving us a ton of shield. This is definitely a build I've never tried before, and I'm kind of liking it. It's kind of silly. Now, as soon as we face somebody who's using poison, we lose. Just straight, no problem, done. Yeah, we'll work at the docks. Why not? We have an astrolabe, so we still get the 6 gold and 2 experience. That's cool. Alright. Small and medium items is kind of what we're doing.
Master merchant or something.
Those are not the small and medium items we're looking for. There's one.
Aha. Now this will inspire the crew.
Okay, so that is now plus 15 when we use an aquatic item. I feel like the extra shielding from the seashell isn't as important, since we're already getting so much shield everywhere else, and that lets us actually drop some aquatic stuff. As long as it's not a weapon, then we still get the benefit of the astrolabe and the barrel and the turtle shell. Like, it'll be one less thing to get hit by the plus 3 shield, which doesn't really matter. And the healing will be good against poison. Ah, that said, there's only 3 aquatic items left. Maybe that goes back out eventually. Do we add the freeze? No, I think we had the poison. I think we had the poison in. I do want this. I played with the harpoon last time. Harpoon, goodbye.
I have to trade even when I don't care.
Okay, so now, whenever we win a player battle, assuming we win any, we get bonus experience. That's nice. Gorgon Notable is poison, Flame Juggler is fire, and the Preening Duelist is ammo items. Where's the Flaming Juggler? Flaming Juggler, yeah, he's just burn. I mean, it's an extra 2 gold. We definitely don't beat the Medusa. The poison would just kill us.
Join my act.
That's a lot of burn to just start with, but very quickly we shield up to the point where it doesn't matter anymore. And then we just wait him out in the sandstorm. Yep. This is kind of fun. And he has 6 poison. Ooh, 8 poison. We're very, very slowly killing him. But we also have 2,000 shield, so that's fun. Hiding behind all of our shields. So yeah, any NPC or any monster that doesn't use poison and doesn't burst us probably just loses to the sandstorm. Like 620 shielding every 4 seconds on just the barrel. And that's not counting the 34 every time we use anything. Well, oh boy, this is hard. What do we improve here? We can upgrade any item. I do still really want to try a freeze build, but this is not the run. Do I upgrade the wanted poster? Because I'm pretty sure that the gold gives 2 experience. You know what? Sure.
Ooh, the key
Yep.
to the blade. The quicker the fight.
So we now get 2 experience if we win a player battle. Get a small aquatic item or sells aquatic items. I'm going to save my gold for the eventual pivot that has to come. Like, at some point I can't get away with this anymore. At some point. And I honestly think that the healing is better than the jellyfish. In part so that if we get poisoned, we're at least cleansing a little bit of it. Yeah, again, I'm just going to keep... I'm going to keep turtling until I have a bunch of gold and decide what I want to do from here. Let's see if this works.
My fight is with
Are we just trying to do the pig thing worse than the pig can? That's the question. When you use a property, freeze an item. Freeze items. When you freeze shield. Shield equals double your income. Heal. Multicast bow. If you have more health than your enemy. I mean, he is doing a lot of freezing. And his bow is hurting. But we are shielding better than his damage output, now that our barrel is scaling. Yep, I think we win this in the sandstorm. Huh. To be fair, this is also not, like, the strongest pig build I've seen. I mean, that is quite a longbow, but it doesn't... it doesn't matter if it does less damage than our shields. A thing I've learned a lot as Vanessa.
land legs make you predictable.
Alright.
You move in
And we also gain 2 experience from our wanted poster. That's fun. I mean... Get an aquatic item, which could be an upgrade for something. Reduced cooldowns could be good. Whenever we use an item, we're shielding. And whenever we use an item, we're giving this shield. So the lower the cooldowns, the more we use them. That matters more than crit. The question, though, is do we want the loot items? Or do we want to get an aquatic item and possibly... No, I think the cooldown. I think I take the cooldown here. So we have 15 gold. We definitely dropped the seashell. We're not going to toss a bronze seashell out. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we could get that might change things. Chocolate bars will be good for the eventual pivot. Small weapon. Like, unless it's an upgrade to the ice pick, I don't think I care. I am going to look at the large items.
I shall fight.
The submarine, unfortunately, is a weapon. Haste items. When we use another aquatic item, haste this. Doesn't really fit in with what we're doing. Nope.
I will be there long after you are gone, and so will I.
Alright, medium items.
Nothing huge. All about moderation.
I mean, we're not hasting at all, except if we swap in the jellyfish, we're suddenly hasting. And the pufferfish, if we get the right skills, is an endgame win condition. I mean, yes. As much as I would love to do an ice pick build, this is not the run. Alright.
Now this will inspire.
So now whenever we buy an aquatic item, we get 20 shield. Cool. Continuing on. The Lich is poison, so we definitely don't do that. Pretty sure our shielding does nothing to the Lich. The Lone Shark is money, damage, and haste. And the Zookeeper is damage, poison, fire, or burn. So we definitely win against the Foreman. I think the Zookeeper might not have enough poison to stop us, but I'm not going to take the chance on it. Because right now we are literally just a turtle build. Oh, right. That's bad. Well, do we scale fast enough to outscale their scaling? Also, hilariously, I would be happy with the Cog or the Power Sander. The Cog would be good to use with the Pufferfish. Yeah, there's a lot going on here, but put simply, they can't outdamage our shields. So, yeah. This is the opposite of what I usually do on this hero. And it seems to be working far better than what I usually do, unless I stumble into something good. I mostly just bought this to test things because I thought I was doomed.
Spineless as a jellyfish.
When you use an adjacent large item, this gains 30% damage for the fight. When you use an adjacent medium item, this gains 20% damage for the fight. We like using items. I would only have to drop one medium and the seaweed. And then put this between the two fastest items we have. Which would definitely be the Astrolabe and the core. Wait, no, it has to be medium items. The Astrolabe and the barrel. So So now, every time the astrolabe goes off, which when it's getting perma-hasted is every 2 seconds, this is going up by 20%. Every 3.9 seconds, the barrel is making it go up by 20%. And I'm leaving the turtle shell off to see if the barrel scales as quickly without it and the seaweed. I'm very curious. We could get a shield item, or we could work at the docks. I'm going to work at the docks, get the 6 gold and 2 experience. That should level us up if I'm not mistaken. Yep. I mean, it's scaling up by percentage, so an 8 damage increase or a 16 damage increase is meaningful, but not that meaningful. That said, am I willing to sell the turtle shell? It was fun to mess with, but I don't think on... That might actually be... So as it scales up, everything else triggering is shielding. This makes everything a shield. As long as it's not a weapon. Does the 10 shield scaling up and the scaling up the other 2 shield items overcome the 194 shield? So every 3.9 seconds, this will give it a proc. Every 4 seconds, this will give it a proc. Every 3.8 seconds, so basically every 4 seconds, we've got 3 procs for 30 shielding. And then it scales. And we're also hasting, so it'll actually be closer to 3 seconds, let's say. So every 3 seconds, it's shielding for 30. But then it's also giving everything plus... I think we sell it. I think we sell it. I think we grab the loot. There we go. Pufferfish gets stronger. We get 3 damage on the crane. Get some regeneration. If we use this, does it make it... No, it's just the shield 14. The 10 shield for the fight does not change. Okay. Although I do want that, I think, to be the crit chance. And then I scoot that over and scoot that over. Because once that gets... Actually, then again, the crits would be more useful at the start of the fight, I think. The way we lose this is we don't survive long enough for the crane to scale up. And we have the backup plan of switching to the pufferfish jellyfish if we can get some skills and things. That's why I don't want to sell the seaweed yet. Oh, the turtle shell was an aquatic item. Oops. Oh well. It's fine. We're definitely not going weapons. That is not this build. Yep, aid the convoy. We're going to get our 2 gold and 1 experience. And let's see how this fight goes with the crane.
I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
This is obviously just an experiment run, but the science is fun. Oh hey, they're kind of doing what we're doing. But they have the pufferfish. Uh-oh. We lose to poison. I am pretty sure the crane does not scale fast enough to just one-shot them. And our shield does nothing against poison. So we're entirely relying on the coral healing us up until we get a nice big hit that kills them. But they're also shielding just as quickly as we are. Ouch. It's okay though. Even if we lose the next fight as well, we're still not in second wind yet. 6 gold, 2 experience, or health and toughness and shield items. Don't mind if I do. Okay. This is fun. Gives the weapon to the right 10 damage. Shield 20. Ah, but we sold the turtle shell that scales it. Oh, that's sad. That's so sad. Oh, and also it's a small item, so it wouldn't actually be proccing the 20% increase. That's fine. I'm still going to buy the seashell and then sell it. Just to get the extra 20 shield and the extra 15 health. You know what? There's a chance I actually toss the Life Preserver on in place of the barrel at some point. If we do go the aquatic build. Shielded Shoeblade. Nope. And Cove?
The holds can't hold this.
Ah, right. Do we just drop the crane? And just go for the tried and true poison? I think... then again, the main reason we lost is not because of the crane. It's because they were doing poison and we were doing shields. You know what? I was just going to grab the Cove for the economy anyway, so I'm going to hold off. Get a small friend that could potentially give us an upgrade for the jellyfish. Could potentially give us the other poison fish. Could potentially give us the slowing fish. But I'm going to go look at sales items. And upgrade the barrel.
Ooh, the keener the blade,
Alright.
the quicker the fight.
And here we just, once again, hope that we don't run into a poison build. And then I buy the fishing net and sell it. Just to get a little bit more healing and a little bit more shielding. Alright. Chili Charles is... Freeze.
I know the eastern sky
Oh
is
man.
beautiful.
If I still had the ice pick, I would totally go for Chili Charles and see if I could convert to a freezing run. And then Joyful Jack and Viper Tyrant. Joyful Jack, Poison Heal Charge, and Viper Tyrant, Poison Regeneration. Do I beat Chili Charles? Like, does he do anything other than freeze? Like, freeze, charge, heal? I think I beat him. Because, yeah, I'm going to shield way more than his healing and shielding's going to do. Once I scale up, of course. And then my crane is going to be hitting him very, very hard soon enough. 255. Yeah, and now we're breaking all of his shield. He's not really scaling at all. Interesting. And our 2000 shield is laughing at him. Huh. Cool. And we should also level up from the fight. Like, yeah, he's healing a good bit, but not nearly enough. 4,700 damage on the crane. Yeah,
Over already?
that's fun.
We barely got our flags up.
Okay, freeze 3 small items for 1 second. I want to hold on to that in case I get the ice pick. Like, I'm trying to do too many things. I need to just commit to something. The aquatic item's getting reduced cooldown. Like, if I am going with the aquatic stuff, and then going, obviously, the puffer fish and something else instead of the crane. If I'm going a full aquatic build, that's really good. If I'm sticking with the crane, 4% crit chance on hundreds of damage, possibly thousands of damage, is pretty good. If I get a friend, it could be an upgrade for one of these two. It could be another aquatic item, which will give us more healing, more shielding, regardless of what we eventually pivot to. I'm gonna get a friend. That's not the friend I was expecting. When your enemy uses a non-weapon item, slow it for 1 second. When your enemy uses a weapon, deal 5 damage. It's also 3 slots, which means we have to sell stuff to be able to get it. I think the Life Preserver is the first thing to go. Unfortunately, that does seem to be the thing we toss. Because we are a couple of poison skills away from that being good. Yeah. Drop the life preserver, grab the electric heals. If we had something that scaled it really well, that would be kind of fun to play with. Since this is basically just a science run. But since we have nothing to scale it, yeah, kind of makes it harder. Sells medium items. We are looking at using a lot of medium items, so sure.
If I don't have what you need,
That's not it.
who does?
Shovel. No, you know what? This is what we want with the scaling slow weapon. And I feel like it would be too late to pivot to that. And since we also have nothing to scale it with, I'm going to sell it for the 6. I mean, 4 gold for an extra 15 heal and an extra 20 shield does not feel worth it. Neither does 8 gold. Nope. I'm just going to stick with what I'm doing for now.
Someone else finds it. It all works out.
Haste, slow, and cooldown items. Sure. Why not? Shark Ray. Okay. Okay. The Astrolabe, every time we use a non-weapon item, is hasting. But it's not going to scale up nearly as fast as the Crane. Not a chance. Not as big, not as fast. So we definitely do not buy the Shark Ray. The Sextant, we're not critting. But the Dock Line is aquatic, so I will buy that, paying the 2 gold for the upgrade to our healing and shielding. I could have rerolled. Well, do they have poison?
It makes this more fun.
Do they have poison is the question. Now the good news is whether we win or lose, we're fine. Win or lose, either way, it doesn't matter. That's a very big spear. That is 600 damage coming at me. And also their 119 damage katana is amazing. Bronze katana doing 119 damage. Wow. Now the good news is our healing and shielding is very, very strong. And our 1580, 2275 crane is strong. So even with their crits, they can't even get through our shields anymore.
You've got talent.
Yep.
You should put it
I like this build. We just had to turtle until we found a crane. Haste and charge skills. That sounds much more useful than small items or 1 experience. First time you fall below half health, haste your items. Haste an aquatic item for 6 seconds at the start of the fight. The first time you haste, freeze. Oh yeah, the first time we use a large item, we haste the adjacent items. I forgot about that. We're actually using that. Isn't that funny? I think that's funny. So the lowest gold commitment is actually arguably one of the best things that we can get. But then again, the hasting, when we fall below half health, hasting means for 2 seconds is the coral's going to proc in 2 seconds or less, the astrolabe's going to proc in 2 seconds or less, the barrel's going to proc in 2 seconds or less, and the coral will proc shortly thereafter. So if we fall below half health, that gives us a lot. That's a pretty good safety net, unless we're against poison. If we're against poison, we're doomed. Small non-weapon item. What could I possibly want to... Nothing. Nothing. Unless it's an aquatic item, then it gives us some shielding and some healing. Medium and large items... What would I even want? I'm doing all sorts of, like, just random right now. I don't think anything we get is going to help. So I'm going to take the free small thing. It's gold. Sells for 4. Nice. Get an aquatic item. Give our aquatic items cooldown. Doesn't seem great anymore. We don't have an ammo item. Crit chance? I mean, shields can crit. Or just get a guaranteed 15 heal, 20 shield, and something to sell. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. I mean, it's a bronze illusory. That's sad. Alright, moving on. Robo Bouncer. Do we beat Robo Bouncer? What do they do? If the answer is not poison, we win, I think. Robo Bouncer. Robo Bouncer. Damage crit. But that's going to be a lot of damage and crit, so let's test it. Limit testing! Alright, that is a lot of damage. And when he uses a weapon, his adjacent weapons get 8% crit chance. So our shield scaling needs to outscale his crit scaling. And yeah, I think we have successfully outscaled his damage. Which means we win. Bonk. Yeah, the crane was the absolute perfect item to get in this random turtle build. Yep. That'll do it. Cool. So we made it to the 4th victory that I did not expect to reach. That is a thing I did not expect to happen. Yeah, we're just gonna sell that. Sells weapons. We don't want weapons. Get regeneration, or get some chocolate bars. 10 regeneration is going to be healing until we get our shields online. So I'm going to actually go with that. Get a haste option. Get a haste item could actually be an upgrade to the astrolabe. But more importantly, I think, is skills. There's a lot of skills that will tell us... Ooh. Again, this is nice. First time we use the crane, it would haste the astrolabe and barrel for 8 seconds. Which basically guarantees that they proc 2 seconds at a time. So then every 2 seconds, it's increasing the damage of the crane for 4 procs, basically. Instead of just 2. While also, of course, increasing the shield that we have. That's very, very strong, and it's something that I've never used before. So I'm going to do it. Alright, so once again, do they use poison? And if so, how bad do they kill us? Or do we actually manage to scale up? Oh, they do use poison. Toxic coral and the pufferfish. So... that's, yeah, that's bad. That's 78 poison. Now, we do have 12 regen, so we're negating 12 poison. And we are still healing with the coral. And we are getting a big crane going. So next time we hit with the crane, I think we win. It's just a matter of do we survive until then. And I think since they're not a pure poison build, we do.
Less blunder.
Yeah.
More plunder.
Alright.
All cannon, no
Well then. That's the 4th win I was never expecting to see. That's the crane upgrade. Oh, nope, that's a crash. There's the crane upgrade, so now it gets 40% increased damage for the fight when we use a medium item. And it starts at 203. Oh wait, it already started at 203, I think. Or did it start at 103? Regardless, it's going to be scaling much faster now. That's nice. Yeah, skills. Let's keep looking at skills.
Since you have come to me,
when you use your leftmost item, haste an item. The first time your opponent falls below half health each fight, charge your items. Your leftmost poison item has +4 poison, or we get 5% extra crit chance. Charging our items whenever we're, like, hasting whenever we get low is really good, because it gives our shielding. The only time that this will ever trigger is if we just landed a shot with the crane. The crane will not be hasted by the astrolabe. Which means it's only going to be 2 seconds quicker before our follow-up hit, 8 seconds later. Whereas with Lefty Lucy, if we shift things over and give the barrel the crit chance, or actually we could give the healing crit chance for those situations where we're getting poisoned. And then every 3.8 seconds it's hasting something.
Care living for gold?
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Is my reward.
Yeah, health, toughness, and shield items? Absolutely. Shielded trebuchet. We could go back to the turtle again, actually. I don't think it's worth it, though. Like, the main benefit of the turtle over the barrel would be that it's an aquatic item for the seaweed and the jellyfish, but we're not really doing that. We're just doing crane. Just crane things. And then here we have a shielded flagship. Tool, property, ammo, or friend. We have tools. I mean, it could have ×4 multicast, or ×5, I think. That would be a lot of shielding, but not nearly as much shielding as the barrel. And the pearl is just a single slot that is the turtle, but worse. Yep, nope. Then again. Life Preserver in case poison? That could potentially give us enough time for the crane to hit again. But what would I replace? The coral armor? Yeah? I mean, it is 60 instead of 314. Yeah, I don't think we're ever doing the pufferfish stuff. And the ice cubes are cute, but no. I think that extra 1200 health in the event that we are getting poisoned saves us more often than the extra shielding from the coral armor. Most of our shielding comes from the barrel scaling up. And from the astrolabe just triggering a lot. Although there is an argument to be made for trading out the coral armor for the astrolabe. But then it would scale the crane slower, it would make the barrels go scale slower, so no. The only way we trade out the astrolabe is if we put the crane between the barrel and life preserver and put 2 small items like the seaweed and something else on the board. Yeah. Ooh. First of all, Enclave Revenant. Is that poison? Yes, that is poison. Do I dare test against a poison build when there's experience on the line? Oasis Guardian's also poison. Pharaoh's Khan, I'm pretty sure we just out-shield very quickly. But there's also a chance that we don't. And I don't think he gives us anything nearly as interesting as the Enclave Revenant would. Let's go. Let's limit test. We've got our 1 chest, so I'm fine with losing. But let's see how our shield build does against poison now. We start off with -12 poison because of our regen. So our -22 right now, we're getting +12 at the same time. And now our crane is up to 8,000, 11,000, 16,000. Bonk. Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
See that plank? Walk
Poison equal to your regeneration. Neat. Selling it. Aquatic items have their cooldown reduced. Get an aquatic item. That's a vehicle. Hello. That helps. 9.5 seconds now. Gain regeneration. Get some chocolate. Or look at items. I mean... the regeneration again counters the poison. And I think poison is our biggest threat. It also will heal us until our shield stacks up. So that's good. Sells aquatic items. And we do still have the coral armor to scale. If we want to swap it back in at some point. Yeah.
Yay, it's my favorite air breather.
Huh. Okay. So. The astrolabe right now is basically just negligible shielding and hasting the crane. Or not hasting the crane. Hasting everything but the crane. The beach ball... the beach ball couldn't haste the barrel, though. Which means the crane wouldn't stack as fast. I was going to say, it hasting 3 aquatic items means it would haste itself and the 2 others. So it would stay basically perma-hasted, while the other 2 stayed hasted for 2 seconds at a time instead of 1. The 15 shield every 4 seconds is nothing. Like, that's negligible. Haste 3 aquatic items. It would definitely haste... oh, wow. No. Again, if shielding does it for us, then the barrel is going to do it for us, and the coral will keep us healed up until the barrel goes off. So we would lose 1 second of haste every 4 seconds on the barrel. But we would get 2 seconds of haste every 4 seconds on the... oh, no, that's right, because everything hastes the astrolabe. No, we just need to upgrade the astrolabe, honestly. That, I think, is the answer. I mean, I will buy the piranha and sell it, just for 2 gold to increase our healing there. Okay. Dooley, are you poison?
Go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this more
Are you
fun.
poison or do we survive? Wait, we haven't popped yet. Oh, fun. Nope, I don't see poison. I do see some shielding scaling. That's actually a lot of shielding scaling. But luckily, our damage is scaling. Their burn is quite large. But our perma-hasted barrel is definitely negating the burn and the damage. And then our crane just one-shots them. Yep, that's a big crane.
I paint my ship red.
Well then, it seems that the opposite of what I usually try to do is going quite well. Interesting.
I'm a people person.
But honestly, the only reason it's working is because we did get... instantly upgrade that. But we did get the crane. That's the only reason this is working. If it wasn't for the crane, I think I would have lost quite a bit ago. I don't really care about the electric eels. If I had started off with like a Jeet slow build, then yes, absolutely yes. But I didn't. I'm just gonna reroll on the off chance that we see 8, 12, 16. Would give us 22. When you haste, this gains 25 damage. Nope. Yeah, if I sold all the stuff up here, I would still be 2 gold short for the tropical island. Which would be nice. The coconut or citrus every hour is nice. It's not nice enough to sell what's already working, though. Ammo items, don't care. Gumballs could actually increase our shielding. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crit chance, love it. Shield, love it. Crit chance, damage, sure. Right, need to sell... Yeah, I'll sell the coral arm and the seaweed. I'm never putting them back out. We are not an aquatic build. That is for sure. Not anymore. We're a crane build. A tanky crane build. Alright. Oh wow, sparring partner could give us so much gold. No experience, but we would get... You know, I have to see. I have to see. This is the craziest scaling, tankiest build I have ever made. I have to see how much gold we get off of this. We're starting at 4. We're not going to one-shot him the first time. But we're going to scale up very quickly. Or I stand corrected, we are going to one-shot him the first time. Oh, well. Are we just going to one-shot him every time? Just killing him every 9.5 seconds, guaranteed? And then we're building up a ton of shield for whenever the storm comes. I mean, we're definitely one-shotting him, but the crane is so slow. So this is actually not good. Unless the, 6,000 health... Hey, excuse me? That's a big number. That is a very big number. Yeah, this is definitely thumbnail worthy, I think. 5.53, blah blah blah, to the 8th power, to the 9th power. Wow.
Good job. So many.
That is a thumbnail and a half. Oh, does it actually pause the battle when you, click on an item? It does. That's neat. That's a very, very big number.
Well done.
And we have 40 gold now. Wait, we're still out healing? We're still out healing and out shielding the sandstorm.
Victory.
Wow. That's a very, very big number.
I might need to cut back on the grog.
Alright. Yeah, we don't care about crit chance. If this thing gets going, we win. Loot, though, could give us cooldown reduction. That we care about. Oh, I sold our friends. I sold all of our friends. Oh, that's so sad. We only get 2 loot items. Sure. Okay. We sold our friends, so we only got 2 loot items. But now we have a lot of gold. We don't really care about crit skills because we either one-shot them or we don't.
The Bazaar is a tawdry place, but
Diamond...
the regulation is liberating.
So, it does not scale nearly as fast as what we have. But one of these days, I hope to get a build online with electric eels and all sorts of fun like that. Plus 50% crit chance. A random enemy item has its cooldown increased by 6. Nice, but it does slow down the astrolabe, which is part of the reason why we're getting the crane scaling so fast. Not interested. Blowgun. Poison equal to this item's damage. If you have a way to scale the damage, that's really strong. Fiery Butterfly Swords. Multicast 4. But no. No. Yeah, we'll fight a monster. As long as it's not a poison monster, we win. Nope. No poison there. So this is going to give us a bunch of golden experience, but more importantly, we might get the Genie Lamp. The Genie Lamp could give us prestige to be able to, like, successfully lose against a poison build and still keep playing. That's pretty good. That would be amazing.
Battle?
You know what? This is worth 50 gold. I'll take it. It is not for this build, for sure, but I'll take it. Are you a poison build?
I may be young for it.
And if you are, do I outscale your poison? Do I kill you before your poison goes off?
But if you insist,
You are not a poison build. So you have, ow. Okay, that's gonna kill me though.
you fall like a boulder.
Wow.
Oh, flow like a
Wow, that's a 912 damage double barrel. How did that happen? Yeah, definitely a random enchantment location. Enchant an item with a heal effect. Is this... Wait a second. If I use it on the crane, will the crane gain scaling? It doesn't matter. It's 9.5 seconds. That would be way too long between heals. I mean... The Astrolabe? See, here's the thing, though. A heal, I think, is just literally going to be 3.9 seconds, heal. Like, 20 or 40. I'm going to see if it does something special. I mean, at the very least, it's 225.
My people
Nope.
need me.
Nope, nothing special. Just 225 healing, and then that's it. Okay. Small and large items, nah. Skills, sure. When you slow, gain regeneration. That would be really fun with the Jeep build. Aquatic items have 8% crit chance. Okay. When you crit, your weapons gain 20 damage. That doesn't matter. No. I'm looking for something with cooldown, hasting. That? Yeah. That'll do.
This will inspire the crew.
Again, since I... Oh, vehicles reduced by 5%. Yep. That is how we win. Get a poison item, which could actually be a friend. Sell slow skills. Definitely going to be more useful than weapons. Yeah, let's look at slow skills. First time you fall below half health each fight, slow enemy items for 3 seconds. Yeah, or when we use a tool. But we only have one tool. Yep, nope. Stop that. Okay, if the Void Colossus destroys our crane, do we still lose? We don't need any more gold, so there's no point in fighting the sparring partner. We could fight Boss Haro for a chance at getting the Thieves Guild thing. But no, I want to see. I want to see if we are able to destroy him before his Eye of the Colossus wrecks us. And also, yeah, there we go. If we lose the barrel, do we just lose the fight? It doesn't stop. I just realized it doesn't stop. So the answer is if we lose all of our items, we definitely lose the fight. Yep. Yep, that's strong. Good job, Void Colossus. Good job. I had to. I had to do some limit testing. I saw the limit very quickly.
My will to get stronger.
Yeah, haste and charge skills, definitely. Highest priority here. Getting things to go faster. When you use your leftmost item, haste an item for 2 seconds. The first 5 times you crit each fight, charge an item. We don't really crit. Like, ever. The first time you haste each fight, freeze an item. That actually might have really saved us against the double barrel there. Yeah. We're gonna go with the freeze. Sells vehicles. Get gumballs. Let's go with gumballs. Got a lot of gold, and these are going to give us something good. Crit chance, health, shield, health, shield. I'm beginning to regret selling the armor. Because I have noticed that we are easier to burst now that we're not getting, you know, a couple hundred armor instead of just the 65. I mean, it's not that big of a difference, though, so... Realistically, what were we gonna do against the 900 damage double barrel with 5 shots that I think reloaded? Oh, that's a 179 damage Tommy gun. What? With guaranteed crit chance and lifesteal. All of their weapons have lifesteal? How? Wait, what? Excuse me? Please stop? Ow? I mean, that said, they are running out of ammo. So if I can outlive it, if I can survive long enough, which I did, the restorative crane,
No ball.
that was a lot. I can't believe we survived. I'm gonna continue getting gumballs. Was the, like, 5 shielding extra or whatever that we got from the gumballs actually the difference there? Not a clue. But I'm gonna keep doing it. Unless we get a very interesting option otherwise. And suddenly we're 1 win away from another chest. In a run where I started just messing around and doing experiments because I thought we were doomed. Funny how that works. Okay, I don't really care about... Well, then again... It scales faster the more damage it starts with. And since we don't have a friend, 2 loot items is not the answer. So yeah, let's give it 30 more starting damage. Sure. Sells items? If we get an upgrade to the astrolabe, I think it makes us much, much stronger. Upgrade to the barrel also helps. Definitely also helps. So now we scale our shields faster. I mean, that's 2 gold and 2 gold for more healing. Done. No hesitation. Volcus Enforcer we definitely beat. He can freeze us, but he can't stop us. And I'm fairly certain we outscale him. If I get the Diamond Ice pick, I might be tempted to try to pivot to an ice build, though. Not because it would be better than what we're doing, but just because I want to. Yeah, he is definitely scaling, but, percentages. If we survive long enough to hit him again, I think we win. Bonk. That's amazing.
It's over already.
I always just get the cryo sleeve. I've never gotten anything fun from him. Okay. Yep, skills. Definitely skills. We're looking for shielding, freezing, stalling. I mean, 6% crit chance isn't... Plus 20 damage on the only weapon we have is... eh. No, I'm gonna look for something better. When we burn, we freeze. The first time we use a large item, adjacent items get 15% crit chance. When you freeze, give your weapons... Yeah, no, it's lefty-loosey too. So now every 3.8 seconds when we heal, we're also hasting something for 2 seconds. That's fun. Medium and large items. Sells tools. Tools is more likely to have the astrolabe. There's less... There's less tools. Do I just grab the shovel, honestly? See what it might give me after the next player battle? Hello. Okay. Nope. Then again, so every 4 seconds, we would be able to haste the barrel and the crane. And then when the crane does fire, it uses this, which instantly scales it more. It's only silver, though. And it's not giving us any more shielding. And it's not giving us the 1200 health extra to survive something that we might not have otherwise. And this is the last shop. Do I just stick with what's been working? Hasting the crane does sound fun, though, but not for 1 second, I think. I think for now, the extra 1200 health in case it's a poison build gives us an extra little bit of time to get off the last hit with the restorative crane. But if we survive this one, I'm definitely going to swap that in and see how it does.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend.
If we win this, are you poison? You are not poison, but you are very scary burn. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, that's a lot of burn. 816 burn on just the greatsword. Yeah, they're... Whew. And hasting every time they burned. Ouch. But hey, again, I am very happy. I expected that run to not even make it to 4. So to get to 6, because we picked up the crane, that's nice. Unexpected and nice. Cool. Alright. And I think that's going to be the last of the recording session. So, the current version of whatever is live is probably well past where this was recorded. But I will have been in Canada for a bit. And that's been the Bazaar. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.